He is the CEO Catalyst. Please welcome Jeffrey Watts.
When I was 36, I was the chief operating officer of the largest insurance agency in North America. One of my roles there was to discover and develop the next level of leaders. And that's when I met a man from Montenegro named Ilya Orlovich. Now, I want you to picture a cross between an East German Olympic wrestler and a grizzly bear smoking a cigarette and drinking a bottle of vodka. That was Ilya. He was an animal in every way, but he had this huge magnetic personality that just drew people into him. And that was the strength that I focused on. In 4 years, he went from just being an agent to being director of sales for the entire company. And at that point, I began taking a float plane and flying into Canada near where he lives, because there was no airport, landing on the water to go work with him on vision and strategy, and developed him into an insurance powerhouse with over 1,000 agents in 18 states, 7 provinces, and double-digit sales increases every year. Well, one day I walk into my office in the executive suites, and there was Ilya. And he says, "Jeffrey, I am now CEO of this company, and I am partner. I need your corner office. I need your desk, and I need your rug." Well, you can imagine, I was shocked and a little ticked off. I'm like, I didn't see this coming. So, I realized that the guy that I'd been mentoring all these years was now my boss. And I had personally paid for that cherry desk and that Persian carpet. So as I was trying to make sense of all this, I received a phone call from James' son that changed everything. James was a young manager that I had been mentoring for over 2 years. And he told me that out of 800,000 applicants, he had been chosen to be on The Apprentice with Donald Trump. Now, that was the last year when they had real people on the show, okay? Well, my young mentee went all the way to the finale that season. And then the light went on in my head. And I realized for the first time that my gift is creating superstars. And I've done this with executives all over the globe, just like Ilya and just like James, helping them ignite their lives, their relationships, and their businesses. So how do I do that? With the 3 C's. The first C is connect. Life is about relationships. And the quality of your connections is key. Connecting to your God-given talents and abilities. Connecting with your passion and your vision. The second C is create. I believe problems come from being stagnant. Leaders have to be in a constant state of creation. Creating new opportunities, new connections, new possibilities. The third C, catalyze. You see, leaders hate status quo. We make things happen, don't we? And so being able to be that person that not only lights the fire, but keeps the fire blazing with courageous actions, that's the role of the leader. Now, mastering, connecting, creating, catalyzing, and the strategies behind them, that's the real key to being a dominant player in your industry. That's the key to you being a champion. Like Russell, he's a Canadian that I hired to start a company in China, a financial company. And in 2.5 years of advising him, we've gone from nothing to 6 offices, 20 million in sales, and he doesn't even speak Chinese. Okay? Or how about Hanson? I worked with her to really develop her sense of connection with her talents and her ability to connect with people. She went from working in a print shop to being the #1 consultant in the digital print industry. Or how about Jack? I advised Jack through his bankruptcy process, and I had him focus on what he could create instead of what he had lost. Jack's done over 15 million of sales in the last 3 years as a financial planner. So let me ask you, what would your life be when you put these exact same strategies to work for you? If you are committed to taking charge of your life, if you're committed to igniting your life and your career, then you need a champion mentor. You need a catalyst to get you going. So I invite you to go and check out my website at jeffreyhwatts.com and download a free report, Executive Mentoring. It's not for the weak. Okay? And you'll discover there how you too can make that shift from good to great. And one thing I want to leave you with, you don't know how far you can go until you are willing to go too far. I'm Jeffrey Watts, and I'm the Catalyst.